sometimes the best game plan isn't buried in a textbook. It's sketched out right on a whiteboard. Today, we're going to dive into a pretty amazing strategy for exam success that was found on these two boards. It's surprisingly deep, so let's see what we can pull from it. Okay, so here they are. This is our source material, and what you're looking at is a raw, kind of behind-the-scenes blueprint for getting ready for a big exam. But what's so fascinating is that this goes way beyond just academics. This is really a complete system for managing your mind, your body, and your time. And that really gets you thinking, right? It makes you ask, what if acing your exams isn't just about studying harder? What if it's about mastering three completely different areas? Your own mind and body, the environment around you, and your whole approach during that final crucial 24-hour countdown. So, here's how we're going to break this all down. We've pulled out what we're calling the three core pillars from these notes. First, mind and body. Second, your environment. And third, the exam mindset. And then we'll wrap it all up into a blueprint you can actually use. First up, let's talk about pillar number 1, mastering your internal state. The whole idea here is that real success has to start from the inside out. I mean, you can't build a solid study routine on a shaky foundation, right? It all has to begin with your physical and mental health. And check this out, you can see it right there on the board. Physical health and mental health aren't in separate corners. They're presented as totally linked concepts. The strategy is making it super clear that these aren't two different things to worry about. When it comes to performing your best, they're two sides of the exact same coin. On the physical side, the advice is so simple, but that's what makes it so good. We're not talking about some extreme workout plan here. It's all about consistency, getting a solid 6 to 7 hours of sleep, making sure you stay hydrated, eating healthy, and there's a specific note to avoid junk food, and just getting in some light exercise or stretching to keep your body from feeling stiff. Now for the mental game. This goes way beyond just telling you to stay positive. It gets specific. It says to actually visualize success. Meditate for just 5 minutes to quiet the noise in your head. And take real structured breaks, like 30 minutes off for every 3 hours you study. And then there's maybe the biggest rule for all of us today. Keep your phone far, far away. All right, that leads us perfectly into our second pillar, engineering your environment. This is all about recognizing that your surroundings have a massive, and I mean massive, impact on your focus. It's about taking control and becoming the architect of your own study space. And if you look at the second whiteboard, this idea is front and center. You can see these sections for study environment and peer and family interaction. This really drives home the point that who and what you surround yourself with is just as important as the notes you're trying to memorize. And this is where the strategy gets a little counterintuitive. I mean, we're often told that study groups are a great idea, right? But this plan actually says to avoid friends to keep your headspace positive and focused. And while you might think scrolling social media is a good break, this plan says, nope, cut it out completely. It's definitely a call for some serious discipline. So what does this ideal study sanctuary even look like? Well, it's quiet, for one. It's kept neat and clean, because physical clutter leads to mental clutter. It's also a space where you're honest with yourself about how much work you're actually getting done. And I thought this was really interesting. It says to spend some positive time with your parents every day, building that crucial support system right into your routine. And all of this leads to the final critical piece of the puzzle, the exam mindset. This is all about execution. This is how you take all that hard work and preparation and walk into the exam room with total confidence, especially in those last 24 hours. Okay, I absolutely love this phrase from the whiteboard. Avoid last-minute revision and lion attitude. What a powerful idea. It's telling you to shift away from that frantic last-minute cramming and instead adopt a mindset of calm, poised confidence. You've done the work. Now it's time to perform. That's the lion attitude. So how do you actually get that lion attitude? Well, it starts with getting rid of all the tiny things that can create stress on the day. The plan lays out a simple checklist. Get your stuff ready the day before, double-check the time and place, get there 30 minutes early, and when you sit down, just take a breath and read the instructions. So simple, but they have a huge impact. And if you're still feeling that pressure, the board has you covered with some actual stress busters. Practicing mock tests is a big one, so the real thing feels familiar. It also says to actively avoid negative news that can mess with your head, and use those short breaks to listen to music, take a quick walk, or just stretch. And the whole mindset section is capped off with this, and it's just perfect. Give your best efforts and always be proud of yourself. This is the ultimate goal, isn't it? It reframes what success even means. It's not just about the score you get, but about the quality of the effort you put in. Okay, let's zoom out and put this all together. Because as you've seen, this isn't just a list of random tips. It's a complete, cohesive blueprint for success, and it's built on these 3 interconnected pillars. So, here's the big takeaway. Pillar 1, mind and body, is your foundation. That's all about sleep, water, and keeping a clear head. Pillar 2, your environment, is like your fortress, a quiet space, no social media, and positive people. And finally, Pillar 3, your mindset. That's your game day strategy, getting your logistics sorted, adopting that lion attitude, and managing stress. You can really see how each one supports the others. And that brings us to the final thought. You have the blueprint now. You understand the 3 pillars. So the only real question left is, when you look at your own study habits, which one of these pillars are you going to focus on strengthening first?